my name's Graham Ward. I'd like to tell you the story of my experience through type 2 diabetes and prior to being diagnosed to where I am today. I've come from a family history of diabetes. My father, my brother, my grandmother all had type 2 diabetes, and I guess I always expected that one of these days it's going to happen to me. I had in my later working life a really very stressful job, on the road all of the time, eating junk food, putting weight on more and more until I got to 18 stone in weight, or just short of. At the same time, my wife's health was failing. She's got multiple sclerosis, and life was getting more stressful at home as well. It came to the point where when I got to about 18 stone, I started to recognise some of the symptoms of diabetes, and I thought, do the sensible thing, see the doctor, get him to check, and if it is, then I might have to make some changes. The doctor put me in touch with the practice nurse, who was absolutely brilliant, and if anything, she's played the greatest part in changing my life. So seeing the practice nurse, expecting to be told I had some form of diabetes, turned out to be true. She took blood, called me back a fortnight later and said, guess what, you've got type 2 diabetes, and what's more, you're very high, you're at a risk factor, it's something over 100 reading. I want to take another reading just to make sure that's not a false reading, but we need to put some changes in place. She prescribed medication, 2 tablets twice a day, and that would be on that for the rest of my life, which I must say I found rather disappointing. She told me I needed to take more exercise and to change my diet. She offered a number of ways of helping. The main one being a local course that's run, XPERT, XPERT, for people who've been diagnosed type 2 diabetes. And she also put me in touch with a local walking group, Stockport Walking for Health, with a group leader, a lady called Dawn. So my wife and I went along to XPERT. It was a 6-week course, and it was just life-changing for me. They talked about diet and exercise, the chemistry of how diabetes works, how you could change your diet, the amount you put on your plate, how much exercise you take. I took it all on board, and week after week I went back on the course and said, I've put this change in place, shared our experiences with the other people on the course, and they all gave us more ideas as well. So we started on this really good route, a really good path to improvement, where losing weight, changing lifestyle, feeling better, and actually going to that meeting and saying, I've done this, I've made this, I've made that change. It made you internalise it, made you feel that I'm going to keep doing that now, because I feel quite proud of myself. I went along to the first of the walks with Dawn, a bit unsure, a bit nervous. It turned out it wasn't as tough as I expected. I think it was about an hour of walk, some on the flat, some on a hill, and each week carried on going with that, and then increased my walking. So other than going for the walk with Dawn and the walking group, I then went on a number of walks myself. Dawn, and another person who's made a big change in my life with the influence she's made, also gave me a pedometer. Now, that's the next thing that's made a big difference in my life. I like numbers. So to give you a pedometer and say try and get 10,000 steps a day, you start off thinking, I can't do that, and I'll never fit that in with my lifestyle, along with looking after my wife and looking after my elderly mother-in-law. I'll never do that. But each day I would try a little bit more and a little bit more. I'd try a different technique, park further from the supermarket, whereas previously I'd be dead proud that I could do 5 or 6 things at once and be efficient. Now I would do them individually, do more steps, more exercise, and continue to lose weight, continue to increase my steps. Moved that onto a telephone app and then a Fitbit, and before very long I found I could do 10,000 steps in a day. And I was really proud to go back to the walking group on week 5 or week 6 and say, I've done it, 10,000 steps, and everyone was very encouraging of it. Beyond that now, moved on quite a bit. I joined the Paris scheme. I got the Life Leisure key in Stockport, so I joined the gym. we've come to the point now where it's 2¼ years later. I've lost overall weight 52 pound. I've lost 10 inches off my weight, 2 inches off my waist. I've lost 10 inches off my waist. I think about 6 inches off my chest, an inch or so off my neck. I've burned millions of calories. I've walked thousands of miles. This year I joined a challenge, walk 1,000 miles in the year, and I did that last week. So in 6 months I've walked 1,000 miles, or walked and run 1,000 miles. I go to the gym 3 or 4 times a week, massively fitter, and it's just changed my life completely. And there's been a number of other benefits to this that I haven't already mentioned. Firstly, because I'm so much fitter, so much healthier, I'm in a much better position to look after my sick wife. And most important thing in my life is to be able to look after her. But along that journey, as I got fitter and lost more weight, I've had to actually stop taking any medication at all. I stepped it down from 4 to 2, 2 to 1, and then stopped taking it altogether, because my blood sugar's gone down from 108 or something to 35, 3.5. So I'm free of medication. It's so satisfying to think, I've done that.